are having with me, I will be asking what I am remembering. So I will be asking questions and you are answering those questions, uh, either unmuting your mic if it is literal question. If it is little bit that what will be the output of this, the better to write that answer in chat box. And do not worry that whether you have written wrong or right, but it will be recorded as your participate as you are participating in the classroom. So to whom I will ask, they will be responding. Okay. So starting that sharing now, present now. So is it visible, Prashila?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So here, I will be asking the questions of the previous classes there. So you start this, you can, because I want that first answer, what to be written here in the chat box. So what is this pair of a square bracket and this pair of parentheses? Priscilla only first. Unmuting your mic, just answer, that also will be recorded.
The square brackets are for tuple, used for tuples.
Again, please.
The square brackets are used for tuples and the parentheses are used for list.
So a square bracket is the empty list. It represents a list, and this pair of parentheses represents one empty tuple. That's fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Priscilla. Yes, for that you have already learned. Now I'm asking uh, 2, 3. That Monisha and Kritika. Monisha and Kritika. Uh, Here it is because it is output, so you will have to unmute your mic telling your USN and answer my question. So one spam list is declared here having that simple 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 values. So see, and answer taking your time, unmuting your mouth. First chance to Kritika and Monica and Manusmriti and Nidhi Dhariwal. Monisha, Kritika, Manusmriti, and Nidhi Dhariwal. So here, what will be the answer of this first question? Spam, int, and here in character, it is written 3. See that it is written in character, multiplied by 2, and double divided by signature and 11. So this will be evaluating what? Without checking on your that you will have to by your mind only, and time will be only maximum 10 seconds. Four students I have taken the name. First you will tell your name, this will be the output, sir. Wrong or right, just tell the output. Kritika, Monisha, Nidhi, Manusmriti. I am now switching for my mic for 2 minutes. Hello, Isha. Are you listening, Isha?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now I'm just. It was for that other official work only that I have unmuted. Sorry, muted my sound for 2 minutes. So again, it is before you. So that who is answering? Monica. This Monisha is not there in classroom. Nidhi Dhariwal, you are there. Manu Smriti, you are there. Ishita Chattopadhyay.
Yes, sir.
Now you have seen this question. You are not getting this question.
Sir, in the first three is a character, so it should take the ASCII value of 3.
You are asking or you are answering?
I'm answering.
No, you are not answering, please. Anyone can unmute your mic because might have checked it on the prompt also, so I will have to explain to all. So here, so now nobody has responded. You know that now when character is having this or a string is having this multiplication operator, when this asterisk is used, the multiplication operator is accepted with the string. For what? If it is plus for append, if it is multiplication, then character will be or string will be repeated. So 3 will be repeated 2 times and then it is converted to integer. So it will be 33. So 33, and here it is the integer division, floor division. So divide double slash symbol. So it will be 3. 33 divided by 11 in integer, it will be 3. And what is the value of this 3? 0, 1, 2, 3. So what will be displayed? 8. Now any confusion is there? Hello? Ishita?
No, sir. Got it, sir.
Got it, no? Now
Yes,
just
sir.
to answer this one fast then.
So, sir, 3 times into 2, but this will give the float value
Uh,
or error. No.
so you just
It
say,
will give
so
the
the here also I will have to
float
claim. So
value.
this one it
Yeah.
is the correct. This one is also showing that 33. Okay, 3 will be repeated 2 times. So 33 and divided by 11, but it will give the result 3.0. And 3.0, a floating point index, will not be suitable to access the item of the list. So it will cause error. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, just. Sharanya, you talk to me after 12 o'clock for your fee payments and others. I'm conducting class. Okay. So understood, Isha? Isha again, understood. Now I'm asking other. Kritika is there, Mona Lisa is there. Sorry, not Mona Lisa. Monica, Nidhi, Manu Smriti.
Yes, sir.
You have understood what I have asked here?
Yes, sir.
Who is answering now, Monisha or Kritika?
Kritika, sir.
Kritika. So now you answer the third question.
Sir, is it 10?
-1. Spam is the list. -1 will show what?
10.
Spam, please.
Last
spam
character,
is a list.
sir.
So spam. So you say that it will display 10 or 8.
Sir.
No, you display. Tell me who is taking that question. Now, what does the spam colon
display 10,
to?
sir.
Yes, who is speaking?
-1 will display 2, sir. 10, sir.
10. Who is speaking?
Omkar, sir.
Omkar. Okay. You have checked it output also, then no problem. You have yes, voluntarily says, yes, sir, I have checked the output because it is the class activity also. And what is a spam colon to?
Sir, 2 and 4.
Why 2 and 4? From beginning? 0, 1,
2.
just before the index number 2, 0 and 1, just before, so 2 and 4. Now, again, you only Omkar, insert 99.
So I think there will be error because there's no position
Position is
specified.
not. So insert, what you have answered, you will have to answer that what is the difference between insert and append. Just a minute. Hello.
So it's at the end of the list.
हाँ ठीक हो गया क्लास में. Yes, please go ahead.
Appends, it inserts the value at the end of the list, and inserts at a particular position
So
specified by
insert
the
requires
user.
two arguments. Insert
Yes,
requires two arguments. What will be the arguments?
Position and value.
Position and value. The sequence we have also told correctly. So full mark to Omkar. Good. So now I'm asking this also quickly because you might have checked. I have taken the 1-2 minutes gap now here. The following question, let this say here, and one beacon. Beacon is the list, and having this value 3.14, cat 11, and again cat, and again true logical value is also there. So backend index cat evaluate to just cat is given 2 times. So what will be output of this? Anyone is unmuting and taking that question to answer. Telling your name and USN and answer.
1, sir.
Jayant, I have heard the sound of Jayant.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 0, 1. So okay, and this append 99?
It will append at the last 99.
Last. And again remove cat?
It will remove first cat.
First cat, good. Good, Jayant. What are the operators for list concatenation?
Plus.
And replication? Multiplication, this asterisk symbol. Okay.
Asterisk symbol, yes.
Difference between append and insert already told by Ankar. Name a few ways that list values are similar to a string values. Literally, you can write in the chat box also to show your presence in the class. List values are similar to a string values. Yes, sir. A string is also collection of characters, as we have learned in arrays, that area of characters. So here it is also the string values are also collection of characters, and yes, list is also a collection. Okay. So main difference, one difference you see that who is telling that question, I will take the name and only he is or she is that responsible to answer. No one other supposed to answer. So difference between list and tuple, the main difference you will say that's also full marks. To Prakash K or Nitin N, who is answering first? The main difference between list and tuple. Prakash K or Nitin N, are you in the classroom? Subbi Reddy, Nikhil P and Nikhil Mishra, Nagmohan Abhijit PG, Ramya or Vani, okay, Isha, now question to you. How do you type the tuple value that has just the integer value 42 in it? How to assign a single value tuple? Answer me, not writing in the chat box, just write. Just tell me the answer. One tuple to be declared having the single integer value 42. Directly say tup1 equal to
Sir, T1 equals to 42.
42. So it will be in type will be integer.
So in parenthesis
Yes.
42.
In parenthesis 42, only that also will not so satisfactory.
42 followed by comma.
32 followed by comma. That is the correct answer. 2-3 students answered. Okay, all of you are getting good. One comma must be there, otherwise the type will be different. Okay. So now one question is there. Variables that contain list values don't actually contain list directly. What do they contain instead? And this copy.copy and copy.deep copy. So in general, the lists are copied by their reference. So one list, original list is, or copied list is modified, the original list also will be affected. But if you are copying by copy.copy, or copy.deep copy, they will not be affected, and we will change that new copied value, and the original, it will not affect the original list. Again, the copy and deep copies are both are used to copy and use and modify the another list. Here the deep copy is used if the list is a list of sublists. Now, this question all taken from, because this question will come from the university, from the textbook, this textbook review questions. In class activity, this question they have asked. Say you have a list value like this, spam equal to apples, bananas, tofu, cats. Write a function that takes a list value as an argument and returns a string with all the items separated by a comma and a space with and inserted before the last item. So what is the expected item? So that you are adding in the list chintata, 99 and 2.4, and lastly you are doing done. So these 4 values are in the list, but the function should return a string, all the values separated with a comma and a space, and finally and before the last item, and before the last item. So what is the expected output? Here, chintata, 99 and 2.4. All these are returned by a function as a string. All these are expected output. I'm writing here. Expected output. It should be there. And which way? This way, sir. You have appended 4 values in a list. Okay, one example here is given, but your function should be able to work with any list of values passed to it. So when it is passing apple, bananas, tofu, and cats, so it is displaying here apple, bananas, tofu, and cats. Yes, in a single string, and last before it is and should be there. Like that, I have developed my program, and here you will have to write a program. That function is receiving that particular list, but returning a string, all the items of the list separated by comma, and one and a string just before the last. So it is one task, the program. If you will say that we just upload the program also in the classroom, I will be uploading that. So it was the previously list and tuple final, the class activity, and this review questions. So today's we have taken this one, dictionary and structuring data. So in dictionary you might have learned, but I will not go fast here. So yes, it is a collection of many values, but unlike indexes for list or indexes for dictionaries, can use many different data types, not just integers. So here a starting concept that the list is having the order, it is having the structure, and I am telling that what will be the main difference, that list data you can access by their index number, and here the dictionary data we are accessing by their key values. So indexes for dictionaries are called keys, and the key which is associated with its value, and it is called a key value pair. So in code, a dictionary is typed with braces. Enter the following into the interactive cell. These 4 lines directly taken from the textbook. My cat, size fat, color gray, disposition loud. So now from my side, we think of a dictionary as a mapping between a set of indices, which are called keys, and set of values. I am giving different examples. The word and meaning, the English word equivalent to a Spanish word, the roll number and marks, the name and marks, the name and age. So key value, key and the value, key and the value. So the association of a key and a value is called key value pair, or sometimes an item. So a data structure dictionary stores key value pairs similar to map in Java or an object in that JavaScript, and that will be also applicable to the hashing for interview. You will be remembering that it will be applicable for the hashing. Hashing you have learned in 3rd semester data structure. So how to declare a dictionary? Directly you can give the dict here, or directly you can give the empty curly brackets pair. So just I have created one ENG to SP and declaring here the key and value, the key and value, the key and value. In English 1, in Spanish uno. In English 2, the Spanish dos. In English 3, in Spanish tres. Now you are printing and it is printing this value. In the next line. Okay, so we'll go to the next slide. Nitin N, Gangava, Indraja, Kirti, Shreya Reddy. Anyone please respond to go to the next slide.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, how to go that this is the question they may ask, that what is the not list and tuple, dictionary versus list. So how will say, sir, okay, list is ordered, dictionary is a structure. Unlike list, items in dictionaries are also unordered. Okay, so here dictionary will have its own order. It is not necessary that in which order you have declared or assigned the key and value to the dictionary, and it will be displaying in the same order, because you will have to do the extra job to sort the dictionary as per the key. Or sometimes I'm asking the question in your IIT, how to sort the dictionary according to their values, because if the key is roll number and the value is marks, so I may ask you the question, write a smaller code to sort a dictionary of roll number and marks, where roll number is the key, USN is the key, and marks is the value. And I want to sort the dictionary based on marks in descending order. So that will be your question, and this question from the interview. So here the list item can be found by the indices, but here in the dictionary we can't find. Here ST3 I have taken 101 Meera, 102 Nikhil, 103 Kaushiki. And ST4 I am taking the same key value, 103 Kaushiki, 101 Meera and 102 Nikhil. And I'm asking whether the ST3 is equivalent to ST4, and it is responding true, because the key and value, they may be unordered, but they are true, they are equal. The list having the 3 values, 3 keys and 3 values. It is also having the key pair value 3, means 3 items, and their key value and pair, the key and value pair are matching. Here, if I am giving here Merin Prakash Meera, Meera Prakash Merin, and then I'm asking, this list is equivalent to the another list, it is telling false. Even the lists are having the similar and same items, but not in the same order. For that reason, the first you say the list will have the order and dictionary will have its own order. 1. And second, the list items can be accessed by their indices, by their index number, and here dictionary items can be accessed by their key to access the value. While the order of item matters for determining whether 2 lists are same. It doesn't matter in what order the key value pairs are in type in the dictionary. So this proof I have given. I want to display here from list, what is the ST1 list 10, it is showing Merin. But that way we cannot access the value of dictionary. So what is the first item of the dictionary? It is giving error. The dictionary is like a list, but more general. In a list, the index position have to be integers. In a dictionary, the indices can be almost any type. The first value is the key. The key values are the indices. We will move to the next slide. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Good. Now practice dictionary. I have given here comment also and practicing. I have written here that Ricky cute, Donald furry. So Ricky, any of the species or cartoon characters name, because the kids are seeing the cartoons now. So Ricky cute, Donald furry. So directly we can ask what is D, it is showing the dictionary. Okay, printing D Donald, so key value you are giving, it will display what? It will display prints value for the key furry. So here output should be given. Output also should be given here. Hurry. Okay. Next, print Mickey in D. Is there any key value Mickey there in this dictionary? No, sir. False. Now, D Mickey equal to naughty. So easy. D Mickey equal to naughty. Directly it will be adding this key and this value to a dictionary. Directly it will be adding this key, what you are giving your argument, that will be key, and what the value you are giving, so that automatically it will be added in the dictionary. So okay, dictionaries are mutable. And print D monkey. Here key, there is no any key of monkey, so it will display error. Now the another, it is coming in the textbook, it has given, I have tried to conclude in one slide. So how to the get method. So we can add monkey, but its attitude, where it is the cute, furry or naughty. I don't want to put any value now onwards, later we will see that. So we can put any value, get a key with default value, but not adding. And here you are asking here D, because you have given here not any value, so it has not added. And now deleting, you are giving the D Donald, it is printing, it is given in Python 2.7, so it should be here like that. And del D Donald, delete the key value from the dictionary. It is for practice of the dictionary, so I will not take more time here. As per the syllabus and textbook, I will go to the next slide. Here, it is coming. Because what the textbook it is given, no, it is expected that it will come in the question of the university exam. So it is one program they have given, program to store data about your friend's birthday. You can use a dictionary with the names as the key and the birthday as the value. So first we have initialized already with the Ellis April 1, Bob December 12 and Carol May 4. Now you are running while loop and asking enter a name, and you are getting the name. If you are not giving a name, the loop will be terminated. If that name in birthday, what the name you have given, is it in the birthday, then it will be okay. It will be displaying the birthday of this particular key. The value of this particular key is this one. If it is not there, then I do not have the birthday information for the name. So that if you are trying to add, then enter their birthday also, and that will be added, birthday name equal to birthday. So here some lines are overlapping. So I want, now it is okay. Output also I have given the enter a name blank to quit, Paras. So in this dictionary, Paras is not the name. So it is asking, I do not have birthday information for Paras. What is their birthday? March 20. So now it is added. Birthday database updated. So good, you have given the message like that. Okay. Birthday database updated. Enter a name, Ellis. April 1 is the birthday of Ellis. We have already given there. Now again enter a name, Manpreet. I do not have the birthday information for Manpreet. What is their birthday? You have entered June 21. The birthday database is updated. Enter a name. You are not entering anything and just printing just hitting the enter. Program will be terminated. If any of this program is not understood character by character, you can scan. You can pause me and ask that. It is a simple program to add the data in the dictionary. If it is already there, it will display. If it is not there, the key value is not there, it will ask you, okay, you can give the value, we will add the key and value. And in which way it is added, I have given in the previous slides. In which way it is added, I have given in the previous slide. D Mickey equal to naughty, adds a key and its value to the dictionary. The next, so from a dictionary, I want to D only the keys or only the values or both. So keys built-in method will be displaying only the keys here. So you have taken marks CS001 This is the mark CS002, CS003. I want to display only the keys. So what is the built-in method? V in marks keys. So it is displaying only key value, means their USN. For X in marks dot values, the built-in method values, it will be displaying the values. And when we will give the built-in method items, it will be displaying the that USN and their marks, USN and their marks. One thing to notice here, when we are displaying the items, the items are displayed in tuples. Notice that the value on the dictionary items returned by items method are tuples of the key and value. So this thing should remember when we are returning the items of the dictionary. In what format it is returning? It is returning in tuple format, sir. It's separate tuples for key and value. Separate tuples for key and value. So if you want to true list from one these method, pass it like return. So I want to copy all those values in a list. So just marks.keys you have surrounded here in the square bracket. So all those will be copied in the list. You want to copy here the marks val list. Okay, so list is there this way. Items, keys, values you have understood. We'll go to the next slide. We'll go to the next slide.
Yes, sir.
Anyone please respond? Prakash K. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now get method we have already discussed. So dictionary have a get method that takes two arguments, the key of the value to receive. But by default we have already done, sir. How? We have already done that this is in a square bracket we are writing that key and equal to value. We have already done here. We have already done here. B Mickey equal to Nutty. Okay. And if you want to do that by that get method, so here 101 Meera, 102 Nikhil, 103 Kaushiki. So get 101, that is okay. So if it is having existing key value, existing key, then it will display its value. If the dictionary having this particular argument get the existing key, then it will display. If it is not having that particular key value, it will not give any error, it will give no output. So from the book, textbook, it has been taken that picnic items, apples 5, cups 2. So if you want to display something, I am bringing this str picnic items dot get cups 0. So cups is already there, so it will display its value 2. When eggs are not in the list, then it will display 0. So get may have the two arguments. If this existing item is existing key is having the value, that value will be displayed. If it is not there, then this value will be displayed. Because there is no X in the key picnic item dictionary, the default value 0 is returned by the get method. Without using get, the code would have caused an error message. We'll go to the next slide.
Yes, sir.
Any of the doubt, please? Omkar, Harsh Bhiman, Harsh Doot. Now one is set default method. So set default is coming to that, but in general, if a student 302 it is displaying Nikhil and ST305 is not there, it is showing error because you have not used that get. Now I am writing ST102 equal to Zigar Jitesh Bhai. So now 102 value is changed. Previously the 102 value was for what? Nikhil. So now it is changed by the Jigar Jitesh Bhai. So it is showing here, okay. So 102 in ST3, it is there, sir? Yes, sir. Now ST3 displaying here, fine. Now del ST3, if you want to delete that 102, so its value, key and value both will be deleted also. So del also I have here used, whether it is given in the textbook or so, add and delete and modify. The dictionary operation, it has been concluded. And set default method offers a way to do this in one line of code. The first argument based on the method is the key to check for, and the second argument is the value to set at the key, because you have seen here that it is displaying here the error. So if I'm telling you if 104 not in ST3, if 104 is not in ST3, then set default 104 the key and Ishita is the val. So it is setting. Again, the another, this particular example has been taken from the book, and one message is there. So it was the bright cold day in April and the clocks were sticking 13. So what they want to do here, what they want to do, it is good code, I think, for what? For the university exam, or for what? To count the frequency of characters. To count the frequency of characters in a string. To count the frequency of characters in a string. How to count, sir? So A appear 2 times, word, this particular word appear 5 times. It is not like the particular words. Now count the number of, count the frequency of words in a file. It is to count the frequency of characters in a string. So where to count and where to store? Yes, we have the one data, special data structure dictionary in Python. So we can key there, this particular word appeared, this particular character appeared this many times. The frequency of this particular character. So here we have taken the for character in message, and now I am counting empty dictionary. So count that, set default. This character is there. If it is not there, then 0. If it is there, then okay. And if it is count character by count character plus 1. So that will be incrementing the value of that particular character, how many times that particular character occurred. So I think the next should be the program for that and output. So I have given the first here from my side it is. So anyway, the name equal to Vishwesvaraya. If I have said the question last year for the university. So Vishwesvaraya. So D equal to dictionary. Fine. You will not have to confuse. The dictionary is the built-in method to declare dictionary. Either you are declaring here the empty pair of curly bracket or writing the dict. For C in name, so you are visiting, navigating each character of that particular string. If C not in D, then DC equal to 1. Else DC equal to DC plus 1. So V appears 1 time, output of this program. I appears 2 times, S appears 2 times, H appears 2 times, and how beautifully it is organized in a dictionary. The key is the character and the value is the number of occurrence of that particular character in the string. This question, definition of the question, that if you are given a string and you want to count how many times each character appears, you could create 26 variables, 1 for each letter of the alphabet. Then you could traverse the string and for each character increment the corresponding counter, probably using the chained conditional. A, B, C, D, how many? You could create a list with 26 elements, then you could do it. But when you are creating a dictionary with characters as keys and counters as the corresponding values, the first time you see a character, you would add an item to the dictionary. First time if you are seeing that you are adding that particular character in the dictionary. After that, you just increment the value of existing character. So each of these operations perform the same computation, but each of them implements their computation in the different way. So here, it is also this program output you want to see. Time is 12:10. I think that how many slides are there? Only 2 slides will be there. I have given this program and output also. Here, One is given by the Pretty Printing in your textbook. They may ask, what is the pprint module? So it is a very good having the built-in function, this pprint and pformat also. So the dictionary items will be displayed by default in the separate line, and it will look like that. Yes, again the same. You have taken that message, so that frequency of each character in that dictionary, and we can use here the pprint.print. So Pretty Printing, they are telling for the pprint, you have imported the pprint module, not using here the print like it has been used here, print D. So it will be displaying in that way. And here pprint, Pretty Printing will be displaying all the dictionary items in the separate lines. So the same program written with the pprint to count the frequency of characters in a string. Now they have discussed two of the data structure for real world programming. So you can take, if any of you want that, so that I want to generate one chessboard player in Python, and we will be keep track of that. So in which way to do that? First, if you are a chess player, so now how the moves they are counting. So if it is the A column, they are counting from here, A1, A2, A3, A4, B1, B2, B3, B4. And these are the all the pieces of the chessboard, where the rook is called here R, you can represent in the smaller variable name, knight by K and N, king by K, queen by Q, like that. If you are telling that move queen to C4, so that move you can count here, like that G5. So in which way you are moving the pawns or the other soldiers of the chessboard, the other. So you can score the move, you can develop. It is just given one example, not any task. They are telling that in real world things, you can use this data structure using this particular dictionary, the chess pieces, and identified by the K for king, Q for queen, R for rook, B for bishop, and N for knight. So here describing a move using the letter of the piece and the coordinate of its destination. So I have told already, move queen to C4, move knight to E5, so that you can develop one real world example. The another they have given the program highlights also. So for tic-tac-toe game, so first you display here, and you can ask the move, and the move will have only the cross or O, capital O, X or upper O, you can mark, so that who is losing the game. The board you can design in that way. In which way it is designed, the output is coming in this way. Move, you can count that where to move, where you are going to cross. Now it is the turn of X. Now it is the turn of O. So where you want to mark your O or X. So they can give the top left, top middle, top right. Like that, middle L, middle M, middle right. Like that, and you can just develop a game, and this program is so simple. So designing a board and just to play. This game is not who has won and who has lost. Just it is displaying one board by the simple ASCII characters of the tic-tac-toe game, and you are asking now your turn X. So just to which of the house you want to go, top left, top middle, top right, middle left, middle middle, middle right, or lower left, lower middle, lower right. So the user has typed mid M, so that is marked for X. Now turn for O, move in which space, low L, so that is marked here O. Turn for X, move on which space. So this is not for winning or losing the game, just to play that. It is not like that when all the X has come diagonal or vertical or horizontal. That so you may develop, extend that program to display that the particular player, this X player or O player, has won the game. So this was only the 2 days. I have already interacted with today's slides, and it is 12:15, and this program and everything will be uploaded. Now I'm coming to the classroom back, means where your names are appearing, and I will have to check. I am a little bit happy because 62 students are appearing. So only I will have to check few students who are there now. So it is the time to enter your equation as the presence of the class and not leaving the classroom now. So Mehul name appeared always first in the joining the class. Still I have to mark that where the Mehul Sakaria is there or not. Especially you will be answering me in chat box or unmuting your mic. Mehul Sakaria. Mehul Sakaria is not there.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Mehul Sakaria is there. Good. Nothing to say
Yes, sir.
more. Okay, good.
Okay, sir.
Now from H, Hardik is there, Harsh Diman is there, Harsh Doot is there. Only that Vishnuvardhan Reddy is there. Good. So, and Ajan is there. Good. Ajan is there. Nitin N, Padmaja, Pragya Pandey, all are there. Alphabetically I am going. Prakash, Prashant, Pratik Bharuka. I have seen when joined the class, I have seen Pratik Bharuka was also there. Ramya Vani is also there. Nagmohan and Avijit PG.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Good. So all are present today. Very nice. Do well, my blessings. I love you all. I will stop the sharing first. And if anyone is left, mark your attendance. I am going to stop the recording. Nikhil Mishra, Nikhil P, Ganesha Shastri, Indraja, Prapti. Prapti is there already. Prapti is there also. Okay. Meera Krishna.
Yes, sir.
Yes, she is there. Okay. So should I stop the recording now? We'll have to join the class also. Okay, Priscilla. Do well. My blessings. Stay safe. I love you all.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please go ahead.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Kumud, please tell me.
Yes, sir. That one assignment question number 3. Write a list comprehension to display the Fibonacci series up to 30 terms. Sir, I didn't understand the list comprehension, sir.
List comprehension you have not, but you are asking this time, no? But one thing,
Yes, sir.
in the previous class book, PPTs are with you, no?
Yes, sir.
Their list comprehension is given. Even the list comprehension is given for the leap year. If it is not given for leap year, then must be given for the range of prime numbers. So writing one list starting from the square bracket and closing the square bracket, you have to write the command x for x in x for this number, where a equal to b equal to this, and again c equal to a plus b, and for all. I have given you the hint. You can display that Fibonacci series. List comprehension for Fibonacci series. You can do it. Okay?
Okay, sir.
If not, then again you ask me after the class hour when you want. Okay?
Okay, sir.
It is better that if you can ask me from 12:30 to 1.
Okay, sir.
If it is not solved. Anyone. 12:30 to 1, if your break period, you can ask me the doubts. Okay, now stopping the recording.